I knew you don't put that face. Here we go. Your hands up.
Yeah.
Well, I rocked in the.
No.
No? We had to open up. We had to do it different. But that's what we got talking about today.
Where's the tattoo then?
No. Oh, yeah. I took the arm off. Oh, yeah. Took the whole body off. But that's what we're talking about today here at Wrestling Talk is WWE and the family and everything else. And the new Hurt Vision. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were waiting for that whole trademark thing.
Yeah. AEW got the Hurt. Now we got the ones. If you don't know, the Vision. 1, 2, 3 people hurt. So they might as well just fall down.
And it was the worst timing. The worst.
You notice they were trying to bring up Seth Rollins up, even though he don't need to be up. But they were trying to bring him up again. He got hurt. Then they tried to bring Bronson Reed, not Bronson Reed,
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker up. He got hurt. Then they tried to bring Bronson Reed up, and then he got hurt. Now the other two are like, I don't know, don't bring me up, bro, because every time you bring somebody up, because there's only 2 left now.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they can kind of keep it going long enough for at least Seth to make some of a recovery to make him versus them. Because on NXT, we're seeing the thing with Tony D'Angelo. Coming back against,
that was kind of cool. You seen that fight?
The fight? That was good. That was actually pulled that off.
Yeah.
I think. For it to really be a 4-on-1 and made believable.
Right.
So I think they pulled that off, and I want to see what he does next.
But see that the young who like this?
He got big.
Yeah, he got big.
He was never small, and he got big.
Yeah. From the time that he was the mafia boss to like now, he's like.
I'm wondering if they broke him up because they knew Stax was going to TNA.
No, he got hurt. Angelo got hurt, so they had no reason, And I guess when the glue is the one that gets hurt, everything just falls apart.
Yeah.
So, but they bring him back, and he did a good job. And he's doing a good job as it is. But the whole thing that's going on is, if you guys haven't noticed, the family now with CM Punk and going against Roman Reigns. Where does that leave the Usos?
Yeah.
Is they going to go with CM Punk and betray Roman, or they're going to stick with Roman and now they all 3 will have a belt? No. It's because I can see that happening, and then
they just
pushing it to the next WrestleMania, maybe.
I don't see. My thing is, I don't think the Usos even needed to be involved. It feels unnecessary unless you are intentionally bringing back the bloodline.
I'm thinking that's what it is.
It has to be the comeback of the bloodline.
You know what'd be crazy though? Everyone's thinking bringing back the bloodline, but instead the 2 people that help Roman will be the Shield. That will be a WrestleMania moment that will blow everyone apart. You know what I mean? Like you thinking Usos, and then the 2 people that helped them, of course, the black hood thing. They don't got no other color.
Well, the whole thing is that those are all people who were part of Seth Rollins' wrestling league.
Yeah.
So fun fact there.
Yeah.
That's how people knew Seth was coming back. But I'm wondering what's happening, because I know the talk about Moxley coming over started a long time ago when his contract was up, but Moxley's still been seen on TV.
Yeah.
And one thing we know about Khan is especially if you leave in for WWE, he takes you off camera.
Mm-hmm. No, but they gave him another year. They didn't give him multiple years.
Yeah.
So they gave him another year contract.
Yeah, but how could he come back?
Yeah.
Now,
unless they make a good deal, or just you never know.
They did get
him and Moxie. I give you 2.
They did bring back somebody. I forgot who for Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
But yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Then there was Y2J, Chris Jericho.
Yeah, who knows what's going on with Chris?
They were talking about him coming,
like finishing his career in WWE.
Yeah. Or even for a spot, like just to pop up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it can be for that. because they do need to remind people where they came from. And you can't do that without these icons, basically, of the wrestling. And then plus they all leaving. So you better get it in now
Right.
before anything else. So, you know, yeah, the Big Show, Mark Henry, even if they pop up, it's not a big impact. It's not like, Y2J and, Dean Ambrose or even, what's that, the Yes Man,
Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan. Bro, give a big pop.
That's crazy to me to think because Mark Henry and Big Show, I mean.
Exactly, but they don't get those pops.
They
I don't know why.
They don't.
No.
I could understand like Big Show more so because he was more often than not a villain, right? They have
right.
A couple of like baby runs where it's more so he's just a lesser of two evils. But Mark Henry, he has a fan base from when he was like sex shoe with chocolate and all that nonsense. You know that?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was the old lady. Like,
people bring that big sandwich out of her.
He has moments outside of being a bad guy. Literally one of the world's strongest men of all time.
He even showed it on wrestling when he did the competition, which wrestling was cool to let him do the competition, but he showed clips of him. So I don't understand why he doesn't get the big props. Like they'll pop, of course. Like
the only
if he
thing
comes
I can
back.
think of is that he talks a lot of crap. Mark Henry doesn't have no hair on his tongue. He talks a lot of crap.
Some of them make points, but some of them is just you're just pissed. You just want to throw stuff out there. But other than that, it's like they do need to go. But with WWE getting the most dislikes on social media ever because of the last pay-per-view, it's question of where are they going to go? What they need something to bring back the audience. The pay, so the prices, that's killing people.
Right.
You're throwing this wrestling here. Go back to your app, keep it all in one spot, and just charge people from there.
Just put it all on Netflix or just
back in Peacock.
Just put it all
in one place.
This is what it is for me, right? UFC, also part of TKO,
right,
just made a deal with Paramount Plus. Right? So UFC, which you've had to buy for almost 300 pay-per-views, right, is now giving free pay-per-views. Right? This is something they didn't even do when they were on ESPN, right? You had to have your ESPN Plus. Now, here's the thing though. It didn't matter if you had Disney's Triple Play or this whatever.
You had to have the live stuff.
No. You just had to have ESPN. Period. It didn't matter how you got it.
Yeah.
But you had to pay $60 for UFC events. UFC went to Paramount. And now you can watch UFC if you have Paramount. Why then does WWE leave Peacock, leave, Netflix, and all these other things to go to ESPN to now charge when the other branch just took away their $70 fee? Right? So now, and then you go to ESPN. Okay. I can't even just buy your event.
Nope.
I have to spend $39 to watch your pay-per-view monthly. Which means that even months you don't have an event or months you have an event I don't want to watch, I still have to spend $39 on an app I'm only using to watch your thing.
Yeah, and then a lot of the pay-per-view, we still call it pay-per-views, but a lot of their monthly events, some of them are on Netflix, so I don't have. So
some of them are on Peacock.
So I gotta figure out which one you want. So I'm paying $39 a month, and I probably get one or two a year. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, are the Saturday Night Main events done on regular television now too?
Yeah, on NBC.
I think it is. It's NBC.
Involve or Involve, whatever that thing is.
Involve is on too. Yeah, I'm talking when they do their John Cena's last whatever. That was a Saturday Night Main event.
Yeah, that's on
NBC.
Yep.
Like it makes no sense for me to now have to pay.
I know they're trying to spread the love, but it gets confusing, especially if you got to pay extra. That's where it's getting me.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't want to pay that extra buck just to go somewhere else.
I'm not paying it at all.
No, I don't.
Like I stopped watching the pay-per-views live
Mhm.
to wait for them when they upload later.
Yep, I just watch it an hour later or so. Still going to be the same thing. It's still going to be a 1, 2, 3 count here. So it doesn't make a difference. But and then the prices of WrestleMania is going crazy. So yeah. Now forget about that. They even messing up with the storyline. So okay, if you're going to do the prices high, make the stories good.
Unpredictable.
Right. But you're not doing that. So why would I want to pay thousands of dollars to go to a WrestleMania to see something that I already pretty much know what's going to happen?
This is true. This is true.
This is. See, if you guys are listening to us and y'all before y'all write your stories, listen to the people that watch it and understand it, because money wise and storylines does not, the math is not mapping on that one.
Well, all I know for sure is if you can do anything on NXT, and I mean that, right? I cannot predict all the win-losses on an NXT pay-per-view, even on a regular episode on any given night. Just can't, right? You would think certain things make sense. You don't. I've seen a champion win one night and lose the very next on NXT more than once, right? This isn't, there's a rare, no.
Yep.
It's happened more than once, right? It's like the referee messed up last time, so we're going to fix it type of thing, right?
Right.
Sometimes that's happened.
Oh, they did it. They did it with the girl.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it just happens because they know it's going to be a storyline, or they're thinking, hey, maybe we can push this guy up. So we're going to use this to give them the belt one time so they can say they had a title and then push them. So you never really know what to expect off of NXT.
True.
Especially since some of their needs come from the main roster. But if you have an entire brand where you do have a creative team that is unpredictable, why can't we apply that to the main roster?
Yeah.
That's for me, is you have the talent on staff. You don't have to go and find new writers. Maybe not just the wrestlers need to be moved up.
Yeah, but they definitely need to find new writers, because look at what they're doing to Omar Family. When he was on NXT, he got beat by skinny people, by lesser people. And now all of a sudden he goes to the professionals and none of the professionals can beat him.
Well, you see, none of those professionals have heart anymore. It's all about the money.
Yeah. You know, this is what I'm talking about.
To be fair,
he's supposed to, what he's doing now is what he was supposed to do in NXT. Become the monster that, and then bring them. No, but you got skinny guys that were beating him.
No, we don't. Remember, Trick Williams never beat him. The person that they had take the title from him is why it makes no sense.
Yeah, right? That's why,
But what happened? He fought him once and lost.
Right.
Out of sheer luck, determination of the guy pulled through, so they really used to push him. But at the end of the day, what ends up really happening? He comes back after finally getting a break after a year or so constantly working, and wins the title back.
Yeah.
He didn't just lose the title to the guy again. No. Yeah. The title was lost again. It wasn't to that dude or someone else. It was to another big guy.
Yeah. See, now I know they're pushing him to be a singles, but sometimes when you push a person like this to be a single, when they go up, the same thing to me that's happening with Roman Reigns. When they go up, they can't really come down because it's going to mess them all up. So
the Goldberg effect.
Yeah. You can't do that to, like, let him, like, give him somebody that now, which I thought it was going to be Rusev, was going to give him that loss and be like, you know what, I'm going to keep fighting. Now he can be seen as a person that's growing.
But I think that's what they're doing, right? Right now he's going to have that back and forth with Rusev. Then later on he's going to meet his match. Then then Rusev's going to have beef with that same person. And it's like, well, we've had our fight and now I respect you. Why don't we team up?
I was thinking that I'm trying to think, when was the last big men tag teams they had besides the Brothers of Destruction? Ever since that era, I really never seen these big. All the tag teams are like high flyers.
No, I mean,
besides the Viking Warriors. Okay, you got the Viking Warriors.
The dudes that are in Schism. Oh, they're not Schism anymore. Wyatt Six, right? They're not small guys.
Yeah.
Do you have we don't have 7-footers? Don't know that we don't
have. Like these two.
But as far, I mean, even on NXT, you got Hank and Tank. They're power wrestlers.
Hank and Tank is funny,
right? They're power wrestlers.
They're like a DX mixed with the Bushwhackers.
Pretty much, yeah. That's perfectly described them.
Yeah, they're like freaking, win or lose, they still having fun. Like that's what I like about them. So, yeah, but I think Rusev and Omar Family bring together. It's gonna be a great tag team. Like Warriors, that came out, the Demolitions, those type of big where you come down the ring, they like, oh, how are we gonna beat these guys? But then again, how are you gonna beat them when you got all these skinny guys that are high flying and they're doing all this? It's like making some story. Now you got Johnny doing planks all day, and then finally when he wakes up, it's against. I mean, so sad. He should have stood sleeping. He should have stood sleeping. That was like 1, 2, 3 before he even started.
I don't know why they doing this to Gargano.
Come on.
I hate
Johnny wrestling.
But why did Johnny move up?
He was real hot in NXT.
He was the king of NXT.
So
it never made sense to me that they moved him up.
Are they punishing him because maybe back in the back scenes he told his boy, go ahead, go to NXT? I mean, go to AEW?
I don't know. Well, I mean, can you blame him after what they've been doing with DI?
And now he's a champion?
The way he should be.
So, I don't know. Something, because you just went from here and then they have him planking.
The back and forth that they had on NXT versus each other, though, let alone the dominance they had when they were tag teams. Like, I'm sorry, but that golden era of Velveteen Dream and DIY and all that, like, that was probably the best era of wrestling after the Attitude Era for me.
And baby, I don't want to say his whole name because he's not WWE no more. You know what I'm saying? But all that whole group thing, NXT was popping, and matter of fact, it was starting to look better than the mainstream.
That's why they gave him that push when they won the Survival Series, if everybody remembers that.
Yes.
The guys and girls, Rhea Ripley, and all of them now are champions or have had championships on the main roster.
So you look at NXT, they had Johnny and his boy fighting it off. They were tag teams fighting together. That was the same thing with Owens and Zayn.
Waiting for KO, bro.
Right now he posted up on his Instagram soon. So I guess they're gonna start clearing him.
I'm telling you, I'm waiting for KO because what is Friday Night SmackDown without Kevin Owens? Boring. Right? Like, surprisingly though, I'm more excited for their championship match than Raw's.
Yeah,
because I just want to see if Randy Orton gets another title run.
Which I'm hoping. With the whole Cody, I'm a fan, but sometimes, and Rhea Ripley, I'm a fan of theirs, but sometimes you gotta say enough. Like, give it to someone, give it to someone else. Randy is that someone else that we need to push back again.
And you know what the issue is, though? Because I remember why this happened. The last time Randy won a championship, it felt really random. Right? But they built up enough of a storyline that he had personal beef with the champion. But his whole gimmick at that point wasn't chasing belts. It was just kicking butt and taking names. So with Randy,
he's the original killer.
Like, if he was a champion then, they didn't have much of a story for him. His title reign fell very flat. And I think they've been worried about that for a while. But knowing that Cena just left, Randy's the only person possibly anywhere near close besides, like, Charlotte Flair. I think they figure we can try it now and fans will care, right? And then automatically, once Randy wins the belt, you have the first storyline written for you. Gunther.
But that's the thing. If you would have gave Randy the belt, you could have made a story no matter what. Randy fits in pretty much any story.
That was the issue. Randy, when they gave him his last heavyweight belt, it wasn't that he fit in every story. It's that his character essentially could fit anywhere because he just went to pick fights. He's like, you think you bad? Let me show you I'm bad. Right? But once he's the top dog, who's he picking a fight with? You know what I'm saying? So in this case, when he won the belt, it was like when you had to think of who was next or who could come and challenge, it wasn't like, oh, he had injured somebody who's coming back. It wasn't. There wasn't really a story. They had to make up stuff, and it kind of fell flat because it didn't fit with who Randy Orton was. That's why I said this time, at least right off of him winning the belt, he's gonna have, Cody Rhodes being like, I was this close before. I'm your friend. Give me my shot, right? You're gonna have Gunther saying, you were the legend killer. I am the legend killer, and now you're a legend that needs to be killed.
That would be a good story.
And then you also have the fact McIntyre, who finally won his belt, is going to go back into crybaby mode.
Yeah, so he loses the belt, and then
you have 3 possible stories right off rip, and at any point in time, right, McIntyre can now get a break. Cody Rhodes is in the middle, whatever. So McIntyre can come back and be a later enemy, right? Which means, do you go Cody, or do you go Gunther? Or do you go Cody just for the first main event that happens in a month later, right? And then Gunther surprise attacks Randy and explains the situation. So now that he wins the belt, if he wins the belt, hopefully he does, you do have Randy's storyline. You have Randy being a champion for up to a year and it making actual sense.
But also, too, how we said, shock the people. You got those 3 guys there, and then Randy just looks at them and says, y'all had your chance. And then all of a sudden, oof, a music pops up, and unexpected, no one knew that this person, and that's the person that you're gonna, that would be a bigger, like a type of story, but who can be that impactful?
Samoan Werewolf. Because he got screwed going into Elimination Chamber.
Coming back down, and now he's the one, and then Randy's looks at him and says,
shoot, at this point in time, honestly, it could be Finn Balor.
Yeah, since he
just, you know what I'm saying? So,
and then comes down with the demon and says, enough is enough. Because that's what I'm thinking that they're doing with
Finn.
He
needs to be the freaking demon again.
He just got beat up. He came back with his music. He just got kicked out again. And, if people don't notice, it was a year or 2 that they kicked out Rhea and Damian Priest. And then a year or 2 before that, they kicked out Edge. Yeah. So it's they have a pattern. Who's next? Guess who? Rodriguez. She's going to be gone. In 2 years, a year or 2, she's going to be the one. Oh, no. I forgot about the other one that's coming back. That's supposed to come back. The little Perez, yeah. Forgot about her. So she'll be probably the next one kicked out of the unless they break the whole family up completely. But, But, yeah, give Randy a good story. Finn Balor, I know Finn Balor said the demon was only supposed to be a rare thing for, pay-per-views and stuff like that. But this would be the perfect time for him to pop up and say, I got to go back to me, because he's been saying it. I got to go back to who I was. The demon was part of who he was. So maybe he'll come back with the demon again. Yeah, we don't know. But also, side note, 2 weeks ago, the biggest pop in wrestling history, WWE, AEW, Impact, everything, was freaking Dominic at the Spanish wrestling.
Oh, AAA?
Yes. The rector scale, everything popped when he pulled out that mask, because he was fighting. Now he has to fight for the belt, but he is loved by this damn lucha libre wrestling stuff. He's and that cheer. If you go back and watch the video,
son of Rey Mysterio.
Come on, we still don't know. It can be the other way.
Either way,
it can be the son of Eddie.
Either way, we're talking 2 of the biggest Mexican wrestlers of all time.
Yep.
And he's the next generation.
And not only that, their family come. The Guerreros and the Mysterios, and he came from both of them and trained with both of them. So he's carrying 2 names. A lot of people don't know how much pressure that probably is to him to carry 2 names like that.
Well, he spoke about it.
And it's a lot.
He has a great support system.
Yes.
He's. I'll say this much. I will not say that in ring he has proven himself to me. I've seen him grow.
Right.
Surely.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like his
talking and
his mic skills have gotten better. But ever since he added in the Eddie Guerrero gimmicks, right? Mm-hmm. He wasn't just trying to be a wrestler. He started building a character. He's more believable.
Yeah.
He's more entertaining.
And it's funny because that was him. That was his idea. He went to his dad and asked him, hey, I know a way how to keep Eddie alive. And he went to Vicky Guerrero. And people were like, oh, he just riding the coattails of Eddie Guerrero. No, Vicky even said, wow, that will keep him here.
I think great. And honestly, I don't care what anyone says. If anyone does get to ride Eddie's coattail, besides, 50 bajillion wrestlers now doing the frog splash?
Right.
It should be the closest thing he has to a son.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And then what's going to happen when Eddie Guerrero's daughter comes in? Because she's in training now.
We're not going to talk
I'm just going in.
We know, because you have to remember, she's been in and out of wrestling. She's been in and out of a few different things. her attitude is caught in the problem. Like, don't get me wrong. I wish the best for her. I hope she figures out what she wants to do. I hope.
Well, first of all, the first thing that she needs to do is stop using the last name and use your first name so you can humble down. Because I think that's her problem. She's a Guerrero, hey, and stuff like that. Because they said that she has like that uppity attitude.
Yeah, like she's a princess.
Yeah, so damn, that came out with a accent too. You've been hanging around with the Spanish people.
No, she doesn't get on my nerves.
No, but yeah, Dominic, the biggest one so far. His frog splash, now it got perfect. Remember the first time it sucked, but now he got that confidence. He goes high. He's doing it right. He's doing the Eddie Guerrero long hair mustache thing. He has all rights to do it, and he's doing it well. Doing more of the cheating, but he says to himself he doesn't want to try to do too much because he doesn't want to look too much like him. Right. He's stealing his gimmick.
He has to make it believable. Like I said, he
does the cheating, but he does it differently.
He does his own way, and I'm saying I like that. What he's been doing in his last year or so, him being the 2-belt guy and all that, it's been working, and I'm glad he found his way because they're always going to say, oh, he's just copying his dad. Oh, he's copying Eddie. They're always going to say it. As long as he's performing and performing well, the fans will appreciate it. And that pop is just evidence of the appreciation.
That's why he lost the belt, because he was like, he wants to concentrate on that side.
Right.
And then he's going to come back, and there's going to be a good fight with Dragon and Cero Miedo and all of them, because he wants to come back, but he wants them to shine a little. And I already knew they would never shine if he's there. So now that he's pushing back, now they can push more and keep the Lucha Libre alive.
I'm just waiting for the Lucha Bros to be the Lucha Bros again.
Oh, yes.
I'm so tired of them being split up.
Yeah. But they gotta, bring them up a little.
I think that WWE can't get the name.
Oh.
They don't own the rights. AEW still owns the rights to it. So when they can get the name, then the Lucha Bros come back and they can dominate the tag.
Well, then just change the name.
No.
Lucha Brothers.
No.
No. No. Something. But they are the same. I can say as good as the Rockets were. Shawn Michaels and this guy. Air-wise, like and they know each other so perfectly. There's not that many wrestlers that can do that. Like the Usos, they can do that. They look at each other and boom, they already know what to do. Some of them just looks out of play, or they're just using one power versus the other one. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where you have to Raiden. We live, so we have to do. One of those things where you have to have a couple that are real good fighting abilities together versus individual fighting as a tag team. Right. And I think that's where they mess up a lot. They put the machine guns.
Okay.
They're not that great, but they're great together because they know each other. Versus, let me just throw this guy with this guy and have two individuals thinking they're a tag team. And it takes them a while to get that connection.
True.
This is why they need to bring the Bros back, because they are, good.
I'm still not a fan of Fraxium.
Yeah, Fraxium, yeah. Yeah, that's true. We have to have one weakness in there somewhere.
I wasn't a fan of them when they were dominating on NXT. I wasn't a fan of Fraxium. I liked them better when they were opponents. I felt it was forced that they were a tag team. I'm glad they made it to the main roster. I just don't like their tag team. It's just, I like them. I don't like them together.
On NXT, I don't remember the name, but this is like two big guys. One is Spanish, their tag team. But they helped the Mafia guy. They were helping the Mafia guy fight in the parking lot. What's their name?
It wasn't Hank and Tink.
No.
It was Jada Parker.
No, it was two guys, a Spanish guy and this black guy that helped them at the end when they were against.
Yeah, the one that hopped in from against Dark State.
Yeah. That one, he went like this about his gun, and the pipe, and he held his hand.
They're normally with Jada Parker.
Yeah. They give me that continuous to be independent artists type of vibe. I don't see their character, like, I don't know, the way they dress, maybe. I don't see them as a main roster character. You know what I mean? But these guys are like big
They
and
have the look.
they have the look
They
and the
look. They
fight.
don't look like it.
Right. If that makes any sense, it's something about them that is not
They
yet right.
It's that their gimmick failed, and I think they're trying to figure out how to move forward authentically.
Mm.
If that makes any sense. Because
Yeah,
Jada
right.
took off.
Yeah.
When they were out, Jada still took off.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard for her not to take off.
Yeah. So
But
listen, if you're gonna have the characters have to be realistic. And yeah, we seen that mafioso guy with a little bandana, and we've seen those things already. So you have to bring something that's gonna be a little different.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So and NXT is where you built that. But if you're gonna look like one of these guys that I can go to a corner mall in the parking lot and see, you're not ready. You know what I mean? Is one of those, but they are good wrestlers. But it's just like Bobby said, they failed. They're trying to bring it up and exchange, change it
OTF.
around.
It,
Oh yeah, OTF, there we are. I was like, damn, I'm trying to remember them, but they are good, and they are good together as a tag team.
They never had enough in ring time anyway, so it's probably a lot of things formulating. They got to rebrand them and bring them back. They have potential. They always get sold short in NXT. That's the issue.
But guys, this is just us shooting the breeze a little bit about wrestling. Let us know what y'all think. And storylines that y'all think should be, because Randy Orton should be getting the belt.
I hope so.
Johnny should be coming back to fighting. Not his wife. His wife was not. I was never a big fan.
I was never a fan of her.
Yeah.
She got him because of Gargano.
Yeah, but Johnny needs to start fighting again. Family needs to start fighting bigger guys or guys that can probably give him a battle. And Rusev needs to stop saying that he retired John, because you didn't retire John. John was already retiring that day. So, yeah, the other ones, yes. John, no, cut him off the line. But Rusev with Randy Orton does make sense, like the way you said. It does really make sense on that part. But if you're not going to do that WWE, then the roof should be coming down that aisle. That's all I gotta say. He's the next big thing.
For real.
Come on. Since he came in, he smacked the rest of the Usos down. Because that's his attitude. You know what I mean? That's the guy. So you can imagine when you're been in wrestling that long, and then this guy just come up and he gets the biggest pops and everything.
Because he's a game changer.
Yes, he is. So check it out. Let us know what y'all think. We'll talk a little bit more wrestling talk coming up. We got what? We didn't even talk about Vengeance. We'll probably talk about Vengeance last.
Oh, yeah.
The ins and out. It wasn't the greatest, but we'll probably have to talk about that. See what happened. Yeah. Why is these wrestling matches, screwing up? I think they're forcing it, but it's just me. Let us know. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.